because I know I was a handful when I was 14 years old. I know that me and you bumped heads a lot when I was a kid. I know that everyone would have completely understood if you said, you know, that boy ain't mine anyway. I'm gonna put him out of the house. I can't stand that little SOB. He gets on my nerves. People would have understood that. They would have said, yeah, you don't owe anybody anything. You don't have to do nothing for nobody. But you stood by me because you are a man of principle. You are a man of commitment. That's another thing I think's been lost in our society. People don't know what commitment really means. They don't. They don't. They think it's like, oh, I'm gonna just do it until it's hard, and then I'm gonna quit. Okay, I'm not judging, but that's not really commit. Where I come from, that's not commitment. Commitment is when you can keep doing it even when it's really hard, and that's really hard to do because then you start feeling stupid. You're like, why would I keep committing to this thing that's so hard and so challenging? And I understand, I get it, but I really think commitment can also mean like a contract. Like if I sign a contract with a company to do 10 commercials for that company and I say, yeah, I was doing the commercials, but then it got really hard, so I stopped. If I went to court, they would not hear, they would say, you made a commitment, you signed a contract, you signed a deal, so you have to fulfill your commitment. I don't know why that's so complex for people. I don't know, but I think it comes back to the fact that we do live in a world. I'm probably ranting here, and I hope that that's okay. I hope it's okay if I rant a little bit, but I think we live in a world where we've been trained to be very weak people. And the weakness, I think, shows in our inability to truly commit to each other. The weakness shows in the fact that our children are not prepared for the future. We're handing our kids off to white folks so they can miseducate them and have them graduating at the age of 18 without even being able to read, and we're okay with that. I think that our weakness is shown by the fact that we're not doing 1/10 of what we're capable of. We are capable of so much more as a community, and we don't even tap into that. We're scared of that. We're scared of our potential, or maybe we're just afraid of the sacrifice required to really pursue excellence. You can't have excellence without sacrifice. You can't. It's hard. So ultimately, I when I talked to this young guy, I'm gonna finish up on this. Is I said, if you get married, um, think of it like this. I said, you're trying to run a marathon. Marriage is a freaking marathon. That's what it is. My parents been married 50 years. I watched that. It was hard. It was not politically correct. It did not fit anybody's fairy tale. It was not, it was not anything like what the people on the internet describe marriage is supposed to be. It was none of that. It was not like I'm the man, I get to do what I want, or I'm a woman and I'm supposed to have this and have. No, it was not like that. It was constant compromise, compromise to the point of feeling stupid, compromise to the point where people would have told my mother, "Oh, girl, you need to leave him." Back in 1982. It was compromised from my father to the point where people be like, man, why are you up here simping? Why are you dealing with this stuff? You ain't got to deal with this. You're 29 years old. You can have any girl you want, right? You could be like Nick Cannon or something, right? So ultimately, seeing this thing happen and knowing that it's not a fairy tale kind of helped me mentally prepare for what it's like to run a marathon. I ran a marathon, actually. I got the picture up here of the day my wife got me to run a marathon. It was the most horrible shit you can ever imagine in your life. There's nothing more like when you first start, it all feels good. It's like your wedding, like marriage, like on the wedding day, everybody's so pumped up and excited.